Hello.
Hello, Mary. How are
How
you?
I am doing well, thank you. And say your name for me.
Okay, my name is Flavio.
Flavio. Okay, that is how I was going to pronounce it, but I was a little unsure, so I wanted to make sure. I will try to say it correctly.
Okay,
I
but
think
you have a good pronunciation.
Where do you live, Flavio?
Oh, okay. I don't know if you know something about Fortaleza, but it's a city in the northwest region of Brazil.
The Northwest region?
Yes, uh,
Okay.
and it's a tourist city. It's a nice place to live.
Oh, okay. Is it a big city or is it kind of small?
It's a capital of Brazil. Yes, I consider a big city.
Ah, awesome.
I was born here, but I don't. How can I say? Raising. I don't raise in here.
Okay.
In the beginning, my parents, when I was eight, if I'm not wrong, 8 years old, my parents decided to move to other city here in Brazil, like Belém do Pará. It's a city in the north region of Brazil. I raised in there, but therefore this in my 18th, my parents decided to go back to Fortaleza, and from this time, I I'm here,
Okay.
until today. Yeah,
Okay. So you were born there, but then your parents moved away for a period of time.
yeah,
And
exactly.
so you were raised in a different city. And then in your older teenage years, they
Yes,
moved back. Oh,
E-
okay.
exactly. Can I explain clear my, because I ask you about this, okay, sometimes, because sometimes I have impression that my English is like a Tarzan, you know.
uh,
Because I don't I let me say to you my challenge into studying English, okay?
okay.
And this English that I used to speak to you now, I improving from scratch in 10 months this year. I started my plan in January,
Uh huh.
and and until today this is my improvement. But I don't follow nothing like a traditional class. For example, Flavio, let's study about grammar today. Or Flavio, let's start about verb conjugation today. I don't have teacher to teach me something about in English directly, but
Hmm.
I studied like I create a immerse in my life, in my I create a bubble for me, and inside myself in this bubble, everything it is writing and listening, not listening, speaking and hearing in English. My wife, it's my main support person,
Uh huh.
and my son like my initiative because my son play video games, and sometimes we and sometimes he needs help to interact with his friends.
Okay. So you are, it sounds to me then what you are really interested in is conversational English, where that you can talk and speak with the tutor or your wife or your son. Your son can speak to his online friends when he's
Yes.
playing the video
Yeah.
games. And
Yes.
actually, you are doing quite well uh,
Yeah.
in
Thank you.
uh, in your speaking English. And it does take a while when you learn something new, as you know, to become very comfortable and easy for you to say the sentences and the things that you want to convey while talking. So, from starting 10 months ago,
Yeah.
I think you are doing very, very good, a very good job. And
Excellent.
just keep up, you know, the main thing that I can encourage you with is just like what we are doing now. having opportunities to talk with other English speaking people
Yeah.
and using that English that you.
By the way, and I've been thinking about create like a channel on YouTube,
Uh-huh.
YouTube channel to share my experience like the YouTubers help me a lot to improve my English. I don't know if this is a good idea to create a YouTube channel because I'm more about my image as a person, and I'm more about the good likes and bad likes, like
Yeah, you start looking at those, and sometimes when you get a dislike, simply it could be because it's just not that person's preference. When you have a mistake, that we can help you to say that sentence correctly and encourage you and not give you a dislike, because we want you to do well. We want you to improve. And
It's not easy, Mary, I believe.
that's true. I will say this, and I say it respectfully because certainly you are not an old person. But when we become adults, I think with your efforts that you have put in for the past 10 months being an adult, and it being known to be more difficult to learn
It's a great
a
I
language.
can I consider a great result.
Yes, I think you in 10 months, I think you are doing quite well. So yes, I think you can pat yourself on the back and say, "Hey, I am accomplishing my goal here." Not
Thank
that
you,
you
thank
have
you.
arrived,
Okay.
because quite honestly,
Yeah,
I think anything that we are learning, whether
yeah.
it be a language or history or whatever, we can always learn.
So I try to get other classes from to practice English conversation, and I confess you that I use in some classes with other tutor, Brazilian tutor.
Uh-huh.
But in in my opinion, Cambly it's the better choice because I interact with person people like you. That the language it's a main language is for me have a great relevance and give me more motivation,
Confidence,
confidence, motivation
motivation. Okay,
to,
motivation.
to go ahead. When I get conversations,
Practicing.
practicing, um, our vocabulary involuntary is increasing because, for example, I have my vocab to use to you,
Uh-huh.
and you have your vocab to use to me, and it's possible um, using some words that I never heard about, slangs, not slangs, yes, slangs, or phrasal verbs, you
Uh-huh.
know. For example, out of the blue, I don't know what's out of the blue when I start my study plan. When I saw this for the first time in a watching video, and I think to myself, what this guy is speaking? It's English. This is English. What are the blue? What does it mean? And therefore, I understand that some phrasal verbs, like in English, is like here in Brazil.
Right.
It's
There
like here in
there are
Brazil.
phrases that
That not make
are.
sense in the beginner. It's not
Yeah, when you first hear it, it's kind of like,
what?
what does that mean?
Yeah.
But they,
Yes, it's a great.
yes.
It's a many. This example of many other tricks that the English language have. Um, in my opinion, there are, for example, other things that, for me, particular opinion, the eight song, it's most difficult to the first. This is the first thing that you need to improve
Uh-huh.
when you speak in English, but it's very hard for me. For some people, it's easier, it's transparent, but for me, it's a difficult to put my tongue in between my teeth and try pronunciation. It's very difficult to me, you know.
Right.
Yeah,
and it's as strange as it sounds, the location of the tongue
yeah,
either against the teeth or not against the teeth to make the th sound. Yeah,
yeah.
um it's as I said, it's a challenge. You're learning something new.
You try to study Spanish, as you told me
Hmm.
a few minutes ago, and Spanish is similar Portuguese. And
Right.
some foreign friends that I have told me that the one of difficult things that he they have when they try to study in Portuguese, these the songs of oral songs that we have in our language, in our English Portuguese. For example, when I said bread in Portuguese, pão, hand, mão, you know. So
Okay.
the sound is nasal song for for the foreign students speak nasal songs in Portuguese is a difficult things that
That's right.
they
It
consider.
is.
Yes.
Um,
In the beginning, I am worried about my pronunciation,
mhm.
and in the and for me, the start to speaking, it's very hard because I, how can I say, I when you is very when you hope a lot from yourself, like I need to speak perfect, and this, how can I say this?
Right. You tend to, or we tend to put pressure on
Yes, exactly,
ourselves to do it perfectly right from the beginning.
exactly. I
And
put,
when you're
yeah.
learning something, just like learning to ride a bike
But
and other things.
I pay a price. I pay a price because yes, because my mistakes with pronunciation wrong. Um, like as funny situations, It's, oh my gosh, when oh my gosh, I was so shy in a, a last class. I don't know, a few classes ago.
Right. There again, when we're learning,
Yeah,
mistakes often happen. Even with my knowing English, sometimes if I get in a hurry or I'm trying to say something specific, I I can make a mistake, even though English is my native language, because we are human.
yeah, I think that you agree with me because there are people in the world around you that um, can improve. It's not improve to support you as with your mistakes, and
Mhm.
like a positive way. For example, positive initiative. Hey Flavio, go ahead. Don't give up. It's nice. It's nice process. The process, your process is a nice process, for in my opinion. Go ahead, and other persons laugh about you, laugh too,
Right.
right?
And that kind of breaks your confidence. And it tends, if someone laughs at me, now once I finally understand what's going on and we can both laugh together, yeah. But if they do something and I'm not understanding why, then it tends to make me feel inferior and to not have the confidence that I need. But when we correct someone in a positive manner, that builds the confidence so that you do keep trying and
Okay,
striving harder and more diligently. Flavio, we only have just a few more seconds left, and I wanted to say to you, it has been a joy to talk with you today.
me
And
too.
certainly
Likewise.
look for me on the schedule, and let's try to set up another time where we can chat some more and I can hear some more improvements that you have been making.
Thanks so
Thank
much, Mary,
and
and I
thank
hope
you, Flavio.
to see you next week.
Okay, that would be awesome. I would look forward to it. But
Thanks so
until
much.
then, Flavio,
Bye. Take
goodbye.
care. Take
You
care.
too.